Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for the stars. I wonder where you are. Oh.
I need you again, so stick around. So stick around.
world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so don't let it go. I know you feel it. Cause you'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide away now. Don't let go. I know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Broken love. Broken love. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. You're so say you need me. Don't let go. I know you feel it. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. Search but you stay lost. We're reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show.
I'm
empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been
Yo, good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing? You guys having a good day today? I sure as hell hope so. On this fucking crazy Tuesday. What in the heck has been going on, man? Shoot, let me see here. I just got this, baby. I'm sorry. I just seen it. Shoot. Well, I know y'all seen, before we even get started, I know y'all seen Sean P. Diddy Combs was arrested. I know y'all heard about that. I know y'all heard about that. Let's see here what we got going on. Brianna, dance, my little bee, dance, dance, dance. I've missed the little Cheerios guy. Yeah, I know. I was like, you know what? Let me play this little old intro we got here. Because I ain't played it for a while. We played it the other day and I was like, oh my gosh. Good morning, good morning. Sorry, I was trying to pull this SF Investigates thing up, but I already got the link pinned. It should be pinned up at the top. I was trying to get that done quick today, so I ain't messing around. Far Q, thank you for becoming a new member over here at on the hate channel. Just so you know, you're a member of the hate channel. You will be called a felon, a roach, an asshole. You'll be hated just for being in the chat. Just so you know. Good morning, and welcome to the hive. The horrible channel. So here, let me see here. So there's some people confused by my channel. It's a little different than other people's, and that's okay, but it's still really hard for other people to understand what an open panel is. Like, I truly run an open panel over here. Okay. I know some people are new and some don't understand what that means. So there's people that I don't even get along with, that I don't even like, that still come up on my panel. I could list several people that have came up here that I don't get along with, that I don't speak to. Matter of fact, I even let Jones and back up here after we got into a fucking major blowout. I knew she had ulterior motives. However, I still allowed her back up here. I've allowed Savage up here. You want to talk about racism? I've allowed Savage up here. I've allowed Clue up here, since people call her a racist. I've allowed several people up here. I allowed Jared Look at the charges Jared has right now. Just because someone comes on my panel does not mean that I agree with them. It does not mean we are friends. It does not mean that I am their bestie. It does not mean that I'm skipping down the sidewalks and we're braiding each other's hair. Okay. I think people really need to take a step back and understand that this is fucking YouTube. Have open panels, but they fucking don't. They will not let certain people up, or you have to sit in the back for 2 hours before they'll let you up, or they'll ignore you like you're not there. It's not an open fucking panel. Bullshit. There's only 2 people blocked over here. 2 that are not allowed up on my panel. 2 people. That's it. So I'm still trying to figure out why in the fuck I have a dumb bitch emailing me under a fake ass name. You didn't even have the audacity to fucking email me under your real name, and you want me to take you serious. So let me get this straight. You want to email me under a fake name because you don't want me to out you or be upset with you, but you expect me to take you fucking serious, right? I mean, I'm just saying. The shit's fucking ridiculous. I'm really done with the soapboxes. You got people that get up here and start fucking bitching and ranting like they're a fucking teacher, and you know they have the fucking right to tell people what to do, where to go, who to tell. No, you don't. We are grown adults. We are fucking grown ass adults. If you can't fucking handle YouTube and you can't handle a panel, don't fucking get up here. If you expect me to coddle you or take up for you or whatever, don't come up here. We are adults. I'm not a protector. Now, let me tell you something else. JP is a bad bitch. She can handle her own. She does not need me to sit up here and speak for her. Yes, I stepped away. I had to step away several times. I have things going on that I had to step away. I did not have a choice. So yes, there was things that I missed. There were things that were brought to my attention that I did not hear. As far as JP goes, though, she's a grown-ass woman. She can definitely handle her own. She does not need anybody, especially me, to argue with truth on her behalf. Was he rude as fuck? Absolutely he was. And when I went back and listened to it, the shit that was said was fucking gross. And it's disrespectful as fuck. Not only to me and my fucking panel, but to JP as well. And she's a fucking mod for me. And we'll get into modding here in a minute. Oh, wrenches here in a minute. For you to come up here and talk shit to her like you did, and then Clue to turn around and speak on her motherfucking mom and dad when you know how the fuck I feel about that kind of shit is disrespectful as fuck. Cluminati, I ain't never fucking done no shit like that. Never would I ever. No, JP doesn't even expect that. So why do other people? I really don't understand why other people expect it, but I don't really give a fuck anymore. I'm over that. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, it's very fucking unnecessary. Very fucking unnecessary. I was able to watch JP's live last night and get caught up on some of the stuff that was going on. Because, like I said, I have a life outside of this and I have stuff going on. So I can't keep up with everything. Yeah, that shit was childish as hell. It's something about I can't help the way your parents raised you. What? What? I, I don't even know how in the fuck that even fit into the conversation. Being called a fucking hoe, and I mean, I just I was kind of shocked, to say the least, at the shit that was said and the deflection and shit. I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. I guess I've missed a few things. I mean, along the way, I have. So, with that said, we're gonna get caught up today. Now, JP did a live stream. I finished watching it. I still have to go back and catch a couple parts where I missed like a few minutes here and there. But for the most part, I got it. And I think she did a good job. I think she did a really good job breaking it down because she didn't have a chance to do that up here, and she kept getting um, interrupted every 2 seconds. She couldn't get a word in edgewise, and I believe I said that a couple times. You gotta stop and let her speak before she can get a word in. Glory, thank you for being a member for 16 months. Farfandoogle, baby. Little shoe. Little shoe. Good morning, baby. I hope you're doing well. I love your name. You know that. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see here. There was no reason to bring JP's parents. None. Yeah. It just. It was very. It was fucking ridiculous. I wasn't even. I didn't even expect. I didn't even expect her to say no shit like that. To be honest with you, I really wasn't. I don't know. I don't know. Just. Anyhow. So you guys have been keeping up. We'll keep it moving. Also, here before I forget about this, let me say this: I have people that are wrenched because they come from different communities and they know the trolls and they know what's going on in their community. I don't. So it's called a courtesy wrench. And I went through and deleted a bunch of wrenches and stuff too, also. And if you don't want a wrench, you're more than welcome to message me and tell me you don't want the wrench. It's okay. I mean, I ain't going to be mad at you. No hard feelings, because some of you really only have it because it's a courtesy wrench. It's not really anything, you know. What's up, B Thug?
Hey, what's up? I got like 15 minutes before I skedaddle out of here. But I agree with you. I mean, like that whole situation, JP, I think should have been more calmly done. And I don't know. I mean, I think that should have been a discussion. I watched JP's live. My understanding is that he said that he was going to basically at one point he said, "Oh, well, I'm going to front the percentage that YouTube's basically taken," and that's what he said, 30% or something like that. And I think there was also the fact
when she goes over it, she does a really good job of like breaking it down, because I really wasn't understanding. I don't watch.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he's got going on over there. I definitely didn't watch anything about these billboards.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't know exactly what was said. And then one person said one thing and another girl hopped up and said another. So I was like, well, maybe two things were said in that same live stream. Maybe
I think
what ended with another thing, you know?
Yeah, and I think what probably happened was I think JP jumped up. She said, "Yeah, I misstated that. I apologize for misstating that, but I'm not going to apologize that I claimed you were a thief, because I never claimed you were a thief." And he was just stuck in the idea that she was claiming that she was.
I never heard her say he was a thief, and I don't think of him as a thief. So I guess I was caught off guard by that. I mean, I know some people, take it, interpret things differently, and I get that, but that's not at all what I got from it.
Yeah, and I just thought it should have been a lot more calmer. It's like, there's no need to be like, because I was sitting there, I was like, kind of like, I don't know, man. I was just kind of nuts, to be honest with you. But I think JP broke it down very well. She went through it and she explained.
Really did. Yeah, she really did. I had a chance to go watch it last night and she did a really good job. Like I said, I was gonna go over it, but I'm like, that's a 2 hour live. I don't really want to.
Yeah, people can just watch it and get it from the horse's mouth.
Yes, absolutely. So if you want to watch it, go grab the link for it. Matter of fact, and I'll post it for you guys. So anybody that wants to go watch it or watch it later, it's called Wash, Rinse, Repeat Receipts. And it's a really good breakdown. So if you want to know what all she was saying and stuff,
also I also want to state this is that that Facebook comment, that was like literally there was more to that conversation. And I think JP explains that. I'm not sure, but I mean there was more comments, and I think that should have been something that should have been looked into to be like, hey, look, what was said during that thread? What was the situation? I mean, I just think it should have been like handled a lot more calmer. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, it's like, JP, you might not agree with the question that JP has, but you could have just simply just explained it to her and be like, hey, this is what's up, this is what's up, this is what up. But when you get into that kind of anger, first off, you let other people that make videos on you know that that it gets to you. Another thing is people get like a little weary when you get that defensive. And it's like, no, man, just calm down. Just explain the situation calmly and collectively, and that's all. That's the most important thing. But yeah, I don't know. But she made a good live. She explained herself. I'm hoping that things work out where people get calm and collected and explain themselves a little bit, and that's it. Because I personally don't think there's any shenanigans going on with the Billboards. I don't think that's the case. I think probably it's just very disorganized, the situation. Because I think, like for Mr. Elevated Truth, it was a very spontaneous thing. He wasn't planning on that happening. And, he gave the money to Clue. And I think he just a spontaneous thing. That's all. And the same thing with Clue. But that's just my opinion. I don't think there's anything shenanigans going on. But I understand why people are asking the questions, but still.
Well, yeah, and like she said, it's always people have always asked for receipts, always.
Yeah.
And when you have Dago doing a live stream on it, I didn't even know he did one.
I don't watch Dago.
Did a fucking live stream with donations or whatever. I didn't know that even happened. I had no idea that even happened.
Yeah, I don't really watch Dago at all.
I don't either. So I had no idea that happened. Then I found out he did a fundraiser thing for the billboards or Billboards, and Truth did one as well. And I thought he had said he gave the money to Clue already. I thought I thought the money had already exchanged hands. Fuck, I found out he didn't give it to her because he hadn't gotten it yet.
It takes like a month, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't get paid your super chats for a month later. So whatever you made in August, you get paid for in September.
I mean, I think he got like excited in the moment as well, because like you get like $1,000, but you don't like, and you say things on the live and you don't realize, oh shit, I got taxes. Oh shit, YouTube takes a cut. And like when he stated that I'll front whatever YouTube takes, he probably didn't realize, oh shit, maybe it's like $300. And a lot of people probably don't have like $300 to just throw at something. You know what I mean? So
well, yeah, because and that's another thing too. AdSense has never changed. It's always been 30%. Not 41%, not 50%, not 45%. It was always 30%. I believe it did go up. I'm not sure how much or by what. I'll have to go look to be exact. But I know it sure as hell did not go up to no $41.
Maybe they're thinking about like 41%. Memberships. I don't know what the percentage of memberships is. So
I believe YouTube takes 30% off the top of everything. And I don't believe Duchess scammed anything. I really don't.
I personally believe none of them scammed anything. I think the problem is like these are spontaneous situations that occur. For reference, Elevated Truth or Clue. And I think it's like, I think probably it's just a very messy thing when it comes to accounting and figuring out things. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. Because their boards are up there. So like if the boards are up there, and I think the last thing Clue showed was like $3,000 we spent on the boards, but I think they claimed that it was $6,500 that they received. So I think that's the situation with that. So, and I don't think Duchess scams anyone, honestly, because and I think that was pretty fucked up with TM trying to go at her husband and going at her past like that and trying to insinuate that Duchess is trying to get some money for her husband. I'm like, ma'am, come on.
Yeah, I don't think that part should have been brought into any of it. Honestly,
yeah. Believe me. I mean, if you want to be a grifter, be like Brittany J. You know what I mean? Just sit there and.
Oh fuck! She doxed her. What the fuck?
Yeah, she did dox her. I seen it.
Why?
I don't know, man. I think it's just because she went with the husband. She went to the background of the husband.
Oh, but still, I mean, I just don't understand why. I mean, from my understanding, when Tiffany was up here, she helped her a lot. She helped her with everything she did. She said the Duchess helped her or came to her about the Blipboards and that she helped her with everything. So, it was said that Duchess gave money to Clue as well. And then something about the live stream was taken down. So then we were trying to figure that out, and we had pulled the thing up, but it said it was deleted on Playboard, but Truth Live wasn't deleted, or he deleted it or whatever. Or then we found out he didn't delete it. He actually put it on it was like a video. So it had just been moved from a live stream to a video, but on Playboard it said it was deleted. So it was really confusing. So my stream was super confusing. And there was, of course, people yelling over one another. So I thought JP's live was a very good breakdown of what she was trying to get out in the first place.
Yeah.
And I didn't take it as she came up here to go off or start shit or nothing like that. I think what I took it as is she came up to try and come up with a solution, to help everybody all the way around.
Well, I mean, Elevated said, there's no bad question. So, right. She had a question and she asked the question. It's just simple as that. Yeah. No, I mean, to be fair, I could have probably handled the situation better in that scenario, but I don't know. I mean, you live and learn. I think I could have handled that situation better, but when I was up here.
I think he could have handled that better as well. I figured they would have went live yesterday and.
Because I don't know. I wish I could have calmed down the situation, just have like a conversation, like a calm situation, but I don't think I handled it properly. So it is what it is. But
I think we all could have done things a little differently. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I will start making it a point to let you know when I'm not up here, so if I can message you before or give you a heads up before I walk away from the panel, that would be nice to know too, so I'm not here. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, I gotta go in like 5 minutes, but I have to say one thing about SF.
Let's pull that post real fast before you take off.
I got like 5 minutes before I have to head on a fucking train to downtown Manhattan.
No, you're okay. I know. I'm just saying I'm going to pull that post before you take off.
I want to say this to Brittany J. Brittany J, you are basically mad at Granny's watching for making that comment about being a punchable face and saying, oh, how could she say that to a possible you say DV survivor? I don't think there's been any proof so far offered by that woman that she is a survivor of DV. But how could you my same thing is, how could you go at Katie, who it was groomed? We all agree that she was groomed, in my opinion, but I think the majority of people believe that she was groomed. But now, based upon SF's statement, possibly statutory raped. Like, how could you be okay with attacking a victim who was possibly statutory raped based upon SF's comments and also groomed? How do you feel? And I would also offer to, BJ, Brittany J, is that how about the situation about the fact that would you be okay with having your, a 12-year-old daughter talk to a 22-year-old man? The answer is no. No one would be okay with that. So that's my statement on that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know she wouldn't be okay with that.
I don't think anyone would be okay with that. I think every single one of these people in this chat would probably beat that man to death. Like if they found out that a 22-year-old man was talking to their 12-year-old kid. I remember beat some 14, 15-year-olds can't consent. Yeah, it's called statutory rape. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. That's the law. You will go to jail for that. And then, like I saw that statement, apparently there's, the possibility of another one that was talked to. It's like, okay, what the fuck?
Wow. What up, Cheesy?
Good morning.
I was waiting. How are you, baby?
Just waiting for my husband to leave for work. Now I can do what I want. Yeah, I think it's only because it's Katie that they make it okay to attack her, you know?
Yeah, but like this person is clearly, like in my opinion, I'm like 90% sure that she was groomed. 95% sure, in my opinion, that she was groomed. The statutory stuff I didn't think about, but it's like it was a thought in my head, but I didn't. But now that it kind of makes sense a little bit. And if that's the case, then two things could be true. Mr. Seth Rogers can be innocent of the disappearance of his son, and he can be a piece of shit, a piece of shit garbage human being. And I think the statement states, "Are you going to discuss Seth getting a girl?" And this is from SF Investigates. I'm just looking at it because someone had a screenshot somewhere. Are you going to discuss Seth Rogers, a girl under 15 pregnant when he was 22 and taking off for Georgia? I think it would be a higher age than 22. For Georgia and her having an abortion, ? While he also involved with a different 13-year-old, or are you cool with child rape? So I don't know if this is a separate 15-year-old or something like that, and Katie was the 13-year-old. So is there a possibility of someone else, another 15-year-old?
Yeah. That's what it sounded like to me. But there was another. Yeah. And everybody was screaming, "Oh, he's going to get defamation. Does he have proof?" It's like, do the math, people. He's come out here and talked about it.
I think it was under Nick the Hat's when he was commenting to Nick the Hat Queen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Not where it's at. So I was wondering which one it is, because he's got quite a bit. You know what I mean? This is one that was made 53 minutes ago. I just ordered the DJI. What's this material? Okay, thermal drone. I think it's the ultimate search and rescue drone and has incredible abilities. So that was just made. But then this one here was made September 15th. Dog the Bounty Hunter claims there was a motive to harm Sebastian due to a custody battle. However, has he considered that maybe Sebastian was stressed and afraid of living with Seth? Sebastian had a stable home. He loved his school, his teachers, and had a constant routine. So I thought this was maybe one that you guys were talking about.
No. There's a comment. Let me see. I gotta find it.
Yeah, I think that one with SF was a comment to Nick's. I think it was on his reply on his.
Okay.
I think.
Well, Nick has me blocked. Nick, unblock me. Gosh dang, man. I wasn't mean to you or nothing. I get fucking blocked. Gosh dang, man.
Anybody who's not following the narrative, I suppose, gets blocked.
Yeah, I was blocked fast, man. Him and JLR both got me blocked. They said, "Fuck this bitch. You's a blocked bitch and now." They said, "We ain't listening to your fucking mouth." Fuck them.
That's what makes me think that certain people are working together to do third-party harassment is what I'm thinking, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because how does Nick the Hat know you from Adam? You know what I mean?
Well, he don't, that I'm aware of. That's why I said, how the fuck did I get blocked so fast? Gosh dang it. The only way he would know me is from Betty.
That's what I'm saying. I think he was brought on the scene to be
fuck that
third-party harasser, in my opinion.
Gosh dang it. That's why you're blocked. I'm a blocked bitch. That's it. That's all. Okay. And I can't believe that because you know what? I was really nice to him. I wasn't mean to him. I just didn't believe his bullshit. That's all. And then he said something. Did you guys hear it? Let's see. Let's play his last live. Did you guys watch his last live? Did you hear the shit that he said he was gonna file federal injunctions on Illuminati?
Yeah, I think it's a bunch of bullshit, but
what the hell? Like a federal injunction, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just like, and I'm believing SF's statement because like he would not be stating that without having some proof because that is a serious allegation that can result in a major defamation lawsuit if what SF has said is not true. But if there's a possibility that there are other victims that this man was walking around with, and now like that to me is mind-boggling. Like you could like that would be crazy to me. And people were just tarring this guy up. That's just crazy. And it kind of makes a little sense based on some statements and how he acts. And I'm waiting for the proof, Mr. SF, because I would like to know. You don't need to name the 15-year-old, but if there is other victims of this gentleman, two things can be true at once. Seth Rogers can be absolutely innocent of the disappearance of his son, and he can be a piece of shit, garbage human being. So I just want to put that out there. And I think people should be very careful of Mr. Seth Rogers at this point because, yeah, that's some messed up shit. That's my last thing I'm going to say. I got to run. I got work, but I'll see you later, guys. You have a good one.
All right. Have a good day, man.
Bye. Oh, by the way, do you have something in the back? Let me see.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's the comment. That's the SF comment in the back.
Oh, perfect. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we'll pop this up there. There we go. Okay. Thank you, B10.
Have a good day at work.
All right, bye.
We'll see you later. Do you know somebody asked if B. Tim was my fucking husband? I'm like, what?
Boy, that would be a match made in heaven, wouldn't it?
Oh, fuck. B. Tim, there'd be no fucking way he'd be able to fucking handle me.
Opposites attract, they say.
Shit.
I can think of worse.
I gotta fucking meditate. Get away from me.
I could think of worse people to be married to, but yeah.
True.
I think he would drive me nuts, though, as a husband. He's great as a friend, but I don't think I could live with him.
Lord. Yeah, so here we go. Okay. Are you going to discuss Seth getting a girl under 15 pregnant when he was 22 and taking off for Georgia and her having an abortion while he also was also involved with a different 13-year-old? Or are you cool with child rape? Whoa.
Right.
Whoa.
He was dropping some bombs, man.
Oh, whoa.
But I would imagine he can prove what he says because, he's a smart man. I don't think he would put himself out there like that if he didn't.
Fuck.
And a lot of people didn't agree with him putting Katie's shit out there. I would assume he's chit-chatted with her about it. I wouldn't imagine. He seems like a gentleman. So I don't imagine he would put that shit out there without her permission, but I don't know. Of course, we don't know him from Adam, of course, but I don't seem like the type of guy that would just throw that out there without.
Wow, Katie would be the 13-year-old. Right, but then he says there's another 13-year. Right, hold on. Are you going to discuss here? So he says here, let's see. Are you going to discuss Seth getting a girl under 15 pregnant when he was 22 and taking off for Georgia and her having an abortion while he was also involved with a different 13-year-old?
Right. And in an earlier post, that he had mentioned, he had said something about law enforcement. So we'll see what happens.
Man. It's wild, dude. It's wild. I don't think he'd make those allegations. I don't think he'd make those kind of allegations if he wasn't 100% sure in what he was saying.
Right.
Because, I mean, SF doesn't just, get up and just say shit like that I'm aware of anyways.
I've been following him for a couple of years now, and I've never known him to post stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I don't know him from Adam, of course. I don't know him other than his Twitter posts, but yeah, he seems like a professional. He doesn't seem like a,
All right. Well, did you see the other post that he made about Sebastian? Did you see that?
Which one?
About the cats and stuff and how there was cats around the... Okay, hold on. Let me go grab it. I thought that was really interesting because nobody's really talked about like what the outlay is out there, like what it's like, the terrain and stuff, and if there's like,
yeah, you had videos of that drainage pipe or whatever, and there were cats coming in and out of there.
Yes, and cats are his favorite animal.
Right.
So if he's seen one of them running in there, or you know what I mean, he might, he could have followed them at that point, and it's just
right.
Let's see here. Let me show you guys. Let me pull it up. Okay, here it goes right here. All right, y'all, check this out. Look at this post back here. So it says, here are a few more photos of the rock structures and cave-like areas nearby to Sebastian Rogers' home. Also, many storm drains which have cats living in them, and cats are Sebastian's favorite animals. So look at this. He could easily get up in there and sit up in there.
Right.
Look at the pretty babies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm kind of, he said he's going back out there in a couple of weeks, so I'm kind of excited that he's kind of on the... He hasn't been retained by the Proudfoots, but it sounds like he's got an interest in it, and maybe he'll get things moving along or something. I hope he's wrong, because that would mean that Sebastian's gone, but maybe he can shed some light on some stuff,
Yeah. Oh, small town girl. How are you, baby?
Hey.
How you doing, love? What you got to add?
One, I put something in the back chat.
Oh, okay.
And two...
Yes, I got the link for that. Somebody emailed it to me. Yep, I got that, baby.
Okay, because I was going to say, that backs up some of the stuff here that you're talking about. He, went over that. And also the post or the reply that he made in Nick's chat, or I guess in Nick's post, whatever it was, I believe, and I would have to go back and find it, but those allegations, some of those allegations that SF put out, Seth brought those to YouTube back months ago in some of his interviews. He has talked about Katie having that, I don't even like to say the word, when before she had Sebastian. So SF isn't the first one or the only one that's bringing this out, to a social media. Seth
Right.
has said this stuff himself. So, and I agree with you guys. I don't think SF would post anything that he can't back up.
Right.
And I think a lot of the stuff that Nick and them are saying, just from what I had saw yesterday, SF, talks about how crazy, insane these allegations are, and how it's just pretty much mind blowing that, how they're going to try to, get a parent of a missing child to, have this drug done to them for them to speak, and how illegal that is. And, there's no hospital out here that would do that.
Yeah, that stuff is craziness.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened for Nick to all of a sudden be allowed to speak. Like, I don't know what happened to make him not speak.
Well, he got a gag order.
But how is he speaking about it now? Like, this interview that you're getting ready to play, I think, didn't he do this yesterday?
As far as I know, yeah. And it's like 8 minutes long or something. We watched some of the last night in Discord, actually.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Yeah, so I just wasn't sure, like, what happened to him going from not being allowed to speak at all to this stuff that he spews right here in this interview.
I don't know.
Can you say that again? I'm sorry. I cut out for some reason. I'm not sure.
I just didn't know, what had really happened from, for him to go from not being allowed to speak to having his mouth taped to being able to spew this stuff out of his mouth, coming out of this interview or this live that, you were getting ready to play.
Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I don't know what happened. He said something about if he's not able to, he's got I guess they got stuff that they're filing, and I don't know. They here, we'll listen to it because I don't know what all he says actually.
Go ahead, unmute.
All right, you guys can hear that background music in there. I just want to make sure we're transforming it. Is it playing? Can y'all hear it? Okay.
I can hear the background music, yes.
All right, here we go. We're gonna speed it up just a hair because I mean he's pretty.
Again, guys, we are searching for Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian went missing February 25th. That is the last sign of Sebastian. There is no indication that. There we go. It's working again. I lost you guys for a little bit. Again, the search is about Sebastian Rogers. It went into left field rather quickly as soon as this thing hit off, and it's getting put back where it should have been from day one. Again, if you're going to threaten harm on women that live next door to you, do you really think I'm not to believe you're not the person that's threatening to kill me? Give me a break, and we will find you. We are not these other little search groups. If you send
shit,
threats of that nature, it's very.
Somebody said that they thought that was fucking mind control. When I heard JP say that, I laughed so fucking hard.
Last night in another channel, he was in the chat, and he said that was just his headphones. He said he needs to get a new AirPods. He was unaware of it.
Oh, bitch, that was too fucking funny.
Rare that we strike back, but we do. And that's why a few creators, and you guys can figure out who, haven't covered the case since we got involved, because they know that once we step in, we're kind of the final line of defense. And you can bite us, you can scratch us, but certain words, like "I will kill you," will result in federal action. Inciting stuff will result in federal action. That's the difference between us and a lot of the other people. We bite back, but we bite back in court. We bite back with the feds in a federal courthouse, not on X. Thank you to Stephen Fisher for accepting to speak with us, well, our attorney. And you want to host it on X? Let's do it. Again, we're not trying to have a circus, but we're setting the record straight, and a lot of these guys are going to end up in court to explain themselves. Back to Sebastian and Christopher Proudfoot. Again, a neighbor is looking for your missing stepson. You stop the car, you get in the road and you stop the car wearing these goggles that make you look like a whatever. And they got scared at first because they thought it was the police. Now, let this sink in. We thought it was the police and we thought we were going to get in trouble for searching. It's because Sergeant Slaughter might have been the one driving Sergeant Slimefoot, whatever you want to call him, around. That's probably why they would have gotten in trouble for searching. But when you have a neighbor call the police on, now a neighbor called the cops on Christopher Proudfoot during the search, not about Sebastian, because he knew the name of a kid and that he was threatening them. What happened to that report? Oh, it disappeared. How coincidental. Look, Sergeant Shamefoot, we know who you are at the Henderson Police Department. And again, the connections and the friendships and the this and the that, they've got to come to an end. There's a missing boy. So again, guys, if you see something, say something. This might be my only live this week because I'm still obviously waiting to go through a few things that we are filing today, tomorrow. Today's Monday. Yeah, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So all up until Friday, we have filings coming out. And until those are with the clerk of courts, there's a little bit of a zip tie on me, and Hong is going to continue taking over. And if for some reason the gag sticks, Hong is going to be with you guys. We're not going to leave you guys hanging. And then a little not a shout out. I want to say something to a few creators. This is out to them. I believe it's Cluminati, I think, and she can correct me if I'm wrong. But shame on you, you little body shamer. You have no room to talk. And everybody else that's out there talking about racist remarks, you guys are slick. He needs to have chopsticks. You might as well use the N-word when I have another guy on there, right? Why don't you say that on your TikTok if you're going to say chopsticks over here? First of all, your racism in the middle of a missing teen case doesn't make you look any bigger.
Well, first of all, chopsticks doesn't make you racist. There was some nasty shit said. I did see that there was some really nasty comments made, which is fucking gross anyways, but sorry, I had to answer this.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
And now he's saying that Chris was wearing goggles when what's her name? Binocular neighbor, whatever her name is. Bobby Binoculars or whatever we call her. She never said Chris was wearing the goggles. She said she saw somebody out in the dark with goggles and whatever on. And that's when she went to go look. She didn't say it was Chris with the goggles on. Now, I interpreted it as that was because Chris said that they had done tests about if what you could see at night there. And I was wondering if it was the cops that night doing that test. You know, that they had night goggles on trying to figure out what you could see in the middle of the night. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and my whole thing too with that is, like, just because Binocular Bobby's, comes out and does this interview and says what she says, does that make it true? And that
right,
everybody has to take her word for gold now? And I mean, that's what's blowing my mind about her interview, because other interviews that have been done, they're not treated as gold, like she is.
Well, this kind of stuff continuously happens in this case. That if you're in the narrative to go against Chris and Katie, then they'll believe you. But if you're against Seth, then they're not going to believe anything you say. So they want proof of everything you say and blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And that's why I'm saying this, because you've got another creator sitting over there that just because the neighbor Bobby, who, from what I understand, isn't technically a neighbor. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
The one on either side of them saying that, she has seen a video from another neighbor and they can confirm that that wasn't a garbage truck. So that creator's out here, taking it as gold, and because Bobby said that that wasn't the garbage truck, she saw it on a video from somebody else that it wasn't a garbage truck. So that overrides what the police are telling everybody, that it is a garbage truck. And that overrides the fact that Seth has come out himself and said, I saw these lights with my own two eyes. It's a garbage truck. The time on the whatever it was inside the garbage truck, was froze. That's why that time didn't move. So we're gonna forget about all.
I don't think the police actually said it was a garbage truck, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I don't think the police confirmed that.
Oh, okay. I thought they did. I thought he said that him and Katie went into the police station by themselves and looked at the video.
Yeah, Chris said that, but when what's his face, Nick Barris was talking to the cop said that he wasn't going to say.
Oh,
So
okay.
it actually was not actually confirmed out of the police's mouth. This is something that we got from Chris. So
okay, but I mean, even at that, Seth still has come out and said it's a garbage truck.
right.
But because a neighbor of a neighbor says that it's not, then that's what we're to believe now.
Right. I was just wanting to confirm that we didn't actually hear that from the police, was all. But I agree with you.
I understand. Thank you for correcting me.
No, that's okay. I don't want to be like one of those other channels that spews misinformation,
Oh, 100%. And I don't want to be either. So if I definitely say something incorrect, I have no problem
Right,
with
me
someone
too. If I'm
correct. I
wrong,
would
correct
rather
me.
you correct me so I know.
Right, me too. That's the
Okay,
difference
hold
between
on.
us and other channels.
Sorry, that was an important call. I had to take it. I apologize.
It's all right.
So hold on. That's the lights you're talking about is the ones that Gray already debunked, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we figured out that really isn't really anything, right?
Right, but that was my point to this because Nick is now saying, we have a neighbor that, is telling us or that has said this information. And it's like, she's a neighbor of a neighbor who saw a video of a video that isn't hers. So now all of a sudden we're going to treat what she says like gold.
Right.
All right, baby. Here we go. Ready?
Yep.
Than you are, but because you're a big person. Now, okay.
Oh shit! Hold on. Let me slow this down a pinch because I know I missed some of this.
Okay, if you want to shame people, I can also shame back. Don't do that stuff. It's disgusting. It's literally disgusting. Grow up.
And wait, he's talking about Cluminati?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because she always calls Seth a fat bastard.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they got into it and she said something to him about, whatever.
Right. No, it's because she always calls Seth a fat bastard. So he's like, oh, you're body shaming, but you're a big woman. You ain't got room to talk, is what he's saying.
And be a big girl. I know you are one. You are a very big girl. But when you're getting info from the shame feed and you want to start trashing people, you can actually probably ask around and look for the one creator that hasn't done a video on this case. Okay? Look for the one creator that covered this case heavily. Look for the one creator that did it and is not here because he knows what we are capable of when it comes to going to court. They know that we are I'm a lot nicer on camera. And I don't come off nice on camera. But when we go to court, it's a whole different battle. And that creator knows it. That's why that creator is a smart guy. And
So the only one I can think of is JLR because he hasn't really covered much about Sebastian at all since these guys have, done their thing. So is that who he's talking about, or did I'm just not reading into that right?
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if it was JLR too. I'm not sure.
Because he really hasn't said a whole lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Right.
that's the only one that I can think of, but I don't think that, and this is just my opinion, I don't think that JLR is not covering the case because Nick's involved. I think it's just
Right.
JLR being JLR. You know, I mean, he's all over the
Covering other
place.
stuff that's like more, that's like more
Yeah,
important right now because there's
school
no updates.
shootings, stuff like that. That when there's no updates to this case, so kind of why keep on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Could
is he
be,
talking about T-Rev?
Well, T-Rev ain't been here for a while. I mean, he ain't been around for a while. But Pascal is who I could think of for a minute. All right.
That's what I'm saying. Is he saying that about T-Rev because T-Rev hasn't been around?
Yeah, but he ain't been around not because of these guys. He was not around before, well before these all
Well,
people came on the scene.
I understand, but he might be saying that because he hasn't been around and saying, "Oh, this is why he hasn't been around because we're getting on him." You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know. He
I
was
don't know.
gone so far before these guys even came on the scene. I don't think he has anything to do with any of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. He was out of the picture well before Nick and Bounty Hunter came onto the scene here. You know what I mean? He'd been gone for too long. I feel like he's been gone out the picture for too long for him to have any involvement.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is,
or making them prior to them coming on. He said right before they came on. Let me go back here.
what I'm saying is maybe he's using that. Maybe Nick is using that his absence as trying to say that they're the reason why he's not here. Is what I'm saying. I could be wrong. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't see. I mean, I get what you're saying. I just don't think it really has anything to do with any of him. I don't think he's in the picture at all with this stuff. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I feel like he's been gone too long. Let me listen to what he says again one more time.
I'm in the middle of a missing teen case. Doesn't make you look any with you guys. We're not going to leave you guys hanging. And then a little not a shout out. I want to say something to a few creators. This is out to them. I believe it's Kluman.
Say something to me, damn it. Tell me you're going to unblock me, Nick. Come over here and have a conversation with us.
Naughty, I think. And she can correct me if I'm wrong. But shame on you, you little body shamer. You have no room to talk. And everybody else that's out there talking about
shame on you, you little body
remarks,
shamer.
you guys are slick.
Talking about racist remarks coming from someone who made racist remarks, emails, and all kinds of shit. Nicholas,
right?
Stop that.
He needs to have chopsticks. You might as well use the N-word when I have another guy on there, right?
Whoa. Does that compare, y'all? Is that it really? Right. Hashtag unblock the bee. We need to start going into his live streams and saying that when he goes live. We need to go in there and hashtag unblock the bee. Get your tail feather over there, damn it. Look at him. He looks so fucking serious right here. Doesn't his face look so serious?
Yeah.
Don't you say that on your TikTok if you're going to say chopsticks over here. First of all, your racism in the middle of a missing teen case doesn't make you look any...
Oh, it was on TikTok. Okay, maybe it wasn't anybody from over here then.
Bigger than you are, but because you're a big person. Now, okay, if you want to shame people, I can also shame back. Don't do that stuff. It's disgusting. It's literally disgusting. Grow up and be a big girl. I know you are one. You are a very big girl. But when you're getting info from the shame feet and you want to start trashing people, you can...
Okay, he calls them the shame feet and then says you want to start trashing people, but you just in the same breath said the shame feet.
Well, and he's also talking about her. He said something about big girl. I know you are a big girl. So he's body shaming in the same sentence that he's saying that this is disgusting.
Right. Pot meat kettle. All right, let's keep going.
You can actually probably ask around And look for the one creator that hasn't done a video on this case. Okay, look for the one creator that covered this case heavily. Look for the one creator that did it and is not here because he knows what we are capable of when it comes to going to court. They know that we are rather.
So there you go. Yeah, he knows what's up with going to court. Same stuff like JLR and Betty, and you know what I mean. That's what they do.
Right. Yeah, it could be GLR. That was my first thought, but then I was wondering if it was T-Rev too. But yeah, it could be JLR too.
Yeah, I think it is JLR because I think just for the fact that I believe
Well,
him
yeah,
and
because
JLR.
T-Rev don't have a history of suing folks either. You know what I mean? Like he
Right.
don't or going to court or anything like that. You know.
Well,
Right.
and him and JLR have worked together in the past, so where he's saying, this person knows what we're capable of doing, that's why I
Yeah.
think he's talking about JLR.
Yeah. And I don't think that's
I'm
the
a lot
case. I
nicer
think
on
the course is just ran and JLR is just moving on to other things.
camera. And I don't come off nice on camera. But when we go to court, it's a whole different battle. And that creator knows it. That's why that creator is a smart guy. And I wish others followed his lead. Cluminati, I'm going to give you a clue about what's going to come. And it's called a federal injunction, not a cease and desist. We're going to drag you through the courts. And we're going to drag you in every state if you live in. And we're going to bring you to Tennessee. We'll bring you to New York. We'll bring you to Pennsylvania. We're going to sue Cluminati, especially because I can't stand that person. You made it on my radar with your little jokes and calling people. You're making fun of people because they're Chinese. You are a jokester. You are a clown, and that's why you are on TikTok. Again, guys, we are looking for Sebastian Rogers. He went missing February 25th. There's no indication to say that he has been harmed. He may be in harm's way, and there's no indication that he went home on February 25th. So now, again, he vanished on the 25th, not the 26th. Never got
Hold on,
home.
can you pause it
Because all the neighbors came.
first? Nick and his
Yeah, what's up?
misinformation here. He's saying one, Cluminati, being a TikToker, she's not. Two, saying he's going to bring Cluminati to Tennessee. That tells you what he doesn't know about these facts
Right.
on the case. And then he's sitting here saying, um, crap, where'd that other part go? I can't remember. I was going to say something about what he just said, but keep playing and I'll remember it again. I don't know where that just went.
And a lot of stuff these people have said have been wrong.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what he was just talking about because I had something to say about it and it just totally just slipped my mind and it's driving me crazy now.
Yeah, I don't think they can go to a lawsuit against Clue because she called him a fat bastard. That's her opinion. We're ready to push play when you are, Queen.
Oh, yeah, hold on. That's one thing. He's sitting here putting out all this information that doesn't line up to what the police have said. The police said the Amber Alert, everything says Sebastian went missing February 26th. And now he's out here trying to say, well, there's nothing been proven that he was ever seen on February 25th. So we're going to say that he went, he was last seen or went missing or whatever on February 25th. Like, who were you to put this information out here like this?
Well, a lot of people have had that narrative that he never came home from the dinner that night when they had that big day. A lot of people have been trying to put that narrative out. How do we know that he was even? Because Seth said that he didn't know if that was actually Sebastian on the camera taking the garbage out.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I mean, the police have said that he went missing on February 26th or,
Right.
whatever. And then, you know, so again, like he's coming into this 6.5 months later and wanting to kind of change a little bit of the story. Like, it just drives me crazy.
Sorry, y'all. I let the dogs out real quick. Here we go.
And we spoke to them. Literally, everybody says, "Oh, we looked at the surveillance. We know what Sebastian looks like. If he was walking out, we would have. Other neighbors have seen him doing ding dong ditch. We know about all of that stuff." Okay, and
ding dong ditch. What the hell?
Yeah, she never said that. She said that it's a quiet neighborhood, that we've only had maybe one ding dong ditch is what she said. She never said anything about Sebastian in a ding dong ditch.
if he did leave the house, he was running for his life from the Proudfoot, the guy that threw the little girl on the table. The guy that throws a little girl on the table needs to get himself thrown on the table. You're a coward. Who hits a little girl? Who hits a little boy? Again, that's what we're dealing with.
Well, allegedly Seth in the court papers.
Right.
I mean, that's what the court papers say, but ding dong ditch. I'm just, what the hell?
I mean, he's mixing up his story.
Yeah. That's what I mean. It sounds so ridiculous. Chico, don't. I don't even understand. Happy birthday, Indy. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Yeah, they definitely lie. I don't understand how people believe this. There's people that really run with this shit and really believe this.
That's why I say I think he's a third party harasser, honestly.
Yes,
That's
when
why
did
he was
Chris
brought
throw
in.
his daughter towards the table? I've never heard of Chris throwing his. I've never heard that. Just like I've never heard of him punching his daughter in the mouth with braces, like they tried to say. Where the fuck are you getting this misinformation? Where is it coming from? You guys just make
it up.
It up. I mean, where the fuck are you getting this shit from?
Right.
Like we've been here since what day? Week 1, and I've never fucking heard that. Never.
Did he get that information from?
That's right. Mai said Nina said it. That is right. Somebody did say that yesterday or the day before when we were on here.
Yeah.
That's where it came from. Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. The same person that's now coming out saying that Chris ruined a family vacation because of a missing child.
Right. And was giggling about it. Yeah.
And then compares him to a fucking bearded dragon.
Yeah.
Exactly. And again, this ding dong ditch stuff came from Binocular Bobby or whatever.
So they're just putting a bunch of bullshit together, huh?
Yeah,
right.
like they're taking Bobby's words now all of a sudden and treating them like gold. Like her words mean more than what police have said.
Yeah, and all she is a gossipy neighbor.
Because isn't Bobby the one that said that when they got home on the 25th, Katie pulled into the garage and, so nobody actually saw Sebastian. And that's what Nick's trying to say. Nobody actually saw him come home from dinner on the 25th. So we're going to say he was last seen on the 25th.
Right. That's what he's saying.
No, R. Taylor, I know. I know she said it, but in my opinion, I think it's some bullshit. I haven't seen any proof of it on a police report. Nothing like that. Just because she said it doesn't make it true. You know what I mean?
Right. She's a scorned woman. She's in a custody battle with them. And we've seen many, many times when women are in custody. I'm not saying she's not telling the truth, but we've seen many times over where women in custody battles will say what they need to say to get custody.
Oh, yeah. I've seen some ladies do some really nasty shit.
With stay safe, stay vigilant. If I am gagged and I go somewhere, you got hung, and Illuminati can go at him all she wants because it shows her character. People that follow her, I mean, come on. You guys are following a true crime person that's defending victims while she's making fun of people? Yeah, because you don't have anything to talk about. He's not on parole, so you can't say anything. Illuminati, grow up. If you're going to body shame people, lose weight first, and then you start. Again, guys, stay safe, stay vigilant, and good luck with. When I say good luck, I mean the people that are commenting and supporting us, you're probably going to get death threats too. So be ready for it, because there's only one person that hasn't gotten death threats yet, and it's an interesting character and tied to the Proudfoots. So again, guys, you see something, say something. 833 tell dog. The search area is expanding to cover additional states because there is still a very heavy reason to believe that Sebastian is still alive. The tips that are coming in and that are being cross-referenced with other tips and photos that are being shown to these individuals, Dog is on the hunt and he's not slowing down. You're going to see Dog on national TV with the attorneys this week. I don't know the exact dates, but I'm sure there'll be teasers and they'll put them out as they come along. So again, stay safe, stay vigilant. If you see something, 833 tell dog. If you have any information, tips at manhunts.one. And Illuminati, come at me. Don't come at other people, because I'll be the one coming back at you. So if you want to take somebody on, it's me. I'm Nick. Nice to meet you. Come at me. Please continue coming at me. I welcome you. I welcome it. And I can't wait to.
Who
What?
else has received, or who at all has received death threats? He's
Yeah,
saying
I'm kind of
everybody in
curious
their
about that
group.
too. I've never seen any proof of any death threats. I've never seen anybody get any death threats. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Has anybody seen any proof of these death threats at all?
No, there's been no proof. Even law enforcement said there was no proof. That
Well,
nobody's ever put police reports out about death threats. But that CJ one time said that he was threatened, and everybody's tried to say that. It's like, whatever.
Not one. I was going to say we've never seen them in the Facebook groups. We've never seen them on YouTube. I've never gotten any emails with them. I've never seen any proof of any. Where are these death threats coming from? Who has them? What is going on?
well, and if Betty would have gotten a death threat,
Oh, fuck. That would have been in
she'd
the
have
filing.
been,
She would have blamed me for it. It would have been in the court
yeah,
filing
it
for our
would have
lawsuit.
been the first thing that she threw out here, especially with all these ROs going on. She would have been out here running her mouth like crazy, and she hasn't said one thing about a death threat. She keeps talking about stalking and harassing, which we've all seen not to be true, but a death threat? No. So again, to me, Nick is just out here spewing all kinds of misinformation, false information.
Yeah, Kodo. He made a fake up. Hold on. He made a fake email up and tried to ruin a man's career. Yes, he did. He definitely did that. That's what I mean. It's if he's had a gag order or was told to stop talking about it, why did he go live and talk about it then? Because I mean, he said quite a bit.
Right, and in that one that you just played, he even said, like, this would be the last time that you hear from me on video for a while. Like, Hong's gonna take him back over or something. So evidently that issue isn't resolved. He's just back out here on the internet when he's not supposed to be.
Right. Wow. Charming Jenna said, so there was a thread about Clue's daughter that was in a chat and was posted to her community wall. Right, I remember that, but I'm saying, well, the death threats that they're claiming that they're getting from everyone, I've never seen any of them. I've never seen Tara Lynn post one where she claimed her tires were slashed. She had death threats. People were coming for her. They were driving by her house. She was getting phone calls in the middle of the night, messages in the middle of the night.
Right. If any of this stuff was happening, they would be filing police reports if this stuff was serious.
Exactly.
Hi, baby.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Hi, Roro.
I'm
Hey,
doing
Ro.
good. Hey, y'all. I'm not going to look at chat while I'm up here, but can I sidebar for just a minute? I just another reason why I'm sidebar now
Absolutely. Yeah,
is
go ahead.
because I've got some major stuff I got to do today. But I just want to say, and I ain't looking at chat, but I just want to address a few things. I watched a little bit of one person's video, but I'll get to that in a minute. But I've just seen what's been going on in the streets, and people, they can have their opinion and everything. But I want to come up here and say my truth, and I think I paid my dues to have my truth be told. Right, right. The Hive. I feel like the Hive is my home channel. It is. Love the people here. This is my tribe. So this is why I'm here saying this to AMAC. I apologize to you in a comment section of a video, and I'm personally, verbally apologizing to you if I hurt your feelings. I am truly sorry. The comment that I made was not made to be a racist comment. It was more of a insensitive comment. It was insensitive.
I took it as you were talking about the movie.
I was talking about the movie, and his name rhymes with dong. That's as far as it went. That's it. That's all. But I am sorry that to anybody that I truly offended.
No, bro.
No, wait.
I appreciate your apology, but
No, wait a minute. No. An apology is for yourself, not for anybody to accept it. So I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Now, with that being said, Mac, I can twist your words too because, baby, you kind of lost your your gumption on that when you sat there and called this a soap opera. No, baby, this is a real child. This is a real family. These are 3 real parents. These are real grandparents. This is a real community. So it's not a soap opera. And number 2, okay, yes, I made a movie reference, and apparently I should be drugged like Molly was drugged when she said that. Okay, let's look at this. Molly had a foreign exchange student in her home living with her that his parents trusted Molly enough that their son would be there, right? I called a piece of shit that's lying on the internet a missing child's case. Yeah, I made that joke. Insensitive as it was, I did. But don't compare me to Molly. And if your horse is that high that you can step that far, step it, baby. Step it the fuck on. But if you think I'm in it like Molly, get the fuck out of here. The next thing I want to say, I got a lot. Sorry. The next thing I want to say is that I am not politically correct. You are so right. Thank you for bringing attention to it. I'm not. I try, but I'm not perfect. Not like some of y'all. I'm not. And if you really catch up with, political correctness changes daily, you know, and on these streets it changes hourly, and I don't have a big enough book or enough time to fucking read. But yes, and I corrected myself that day, but y'all couldn't hear the apology that I said and the ownership that I took. Then y'all had to pick something else apart. Like I said, I know me. And the last person I'm going to speak on, let me tell you, Joneson, let me tell you something. I listened to your video as long as you, to the point where you said your own words. Now, I might be paraphrasing, but she's a registered nurse. I'm glad she retired. So you're putting it out there in this universe that as a nurse, I could have harmed people or hurt them or not given them good care because the color of their skin. Fuck you, bitch. With my whole heart and soul. See, you didn't like it when somebody made a fucked up remark about you and your job. You cried about that because you could that could have been put in your danger. But you don't give a fuck. Don't come after me, my career. Don't. I mean, you can have an opinion of me. I don't give a fuck. But don't you dare sit there and say that a profession that I was so important to me, that I valued every single day, that I worked fucking hard for, that I treated anybody different. You bitch. You want me to go back and look at every joke that you laughed at that might have been off color? You want me to do that? Over here at Queens too, when you sat over here and we laughed at, because you know what, y'all? I ain't perfect. There's some shit that's fucked up that I laugh at. I'm sorry. I'm a human being. I ain't perfect. But I tell you what I don't do. I don't run these streets and just fucking hate bomb. It's real funny how everybody's all up in arms and it's racism, right? Racist. She's a racist. She's a racist. When you're sitting over there with a woman, and the night it was brought to your attention, she said that Mitten Mama could go choke on a tamale. Now, I don't know if it was written wrong in chat or you just can't read or you just didn't give a fuck. But you said she could eat a tamale. And then you said, well, I don't know, Mitten. Well, okay. So it's just racist.
Racist savage, huh?
So yeah, so it's just racist if you know the person.
Who calls people's babies hairless monkeys? Yeah, that racist. Okay, yeah, that's the one we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to double check.
It's just racist when you know the person. It's not racist, or if you like the person, you know. But these are just the things I see, and to the people that sat there and that's the only thing that bothered me, Joneson. You found it. You found that bone. It's my profession. The only thing that bothered me is those people that sat over there in that fucking chat. You may call out some names. Here, let's start. My toe smoking sister, you gonna agree with that shit? Did I ask you what color your family members were? Let's see, who else? Grandma Sherry, did I ask you? Nunya, did I ask you about your family members when you came to me with some questions? Willow, a lot of you motherfuckers over there, and that's fine. Don't come after me on this fact. I'm not going to speak on you. This is it. This is all. If y'all can't fucking accept my words, Mac, if you can't accept my apology and you want to go on 12 more panels and cry and do whatever the fuck you want to do, I don't care. I gave it. It wasn't for you to accept. I don't care if anybody accepts it. An apology is not for the person that is receiving it. It's for the person that's giving it to do better. And I haven't said it since. So that's all I wanted to sidebar with. I did a lot of reflecting yesterday. I got some serious. Oh, and by the way, Jones, no, I'm not going to sit up here, you ignorant fuck, and sit there and say that I've ever been a victim of racism. I am a white woman. You dumbass.
Okay, hold on. You got some. Okay, we got some fucking white privileged white women speaking on racism. Sit the fuck down, bitch. Nothing you say fucking. You are irrelevant as fuck to the conversation. Okay, both of y'all.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. But AMAC, you over there with Savage. Jones and you over there with Savage, but y'all have the biggest problem with me about making, and truly from my heart.
Who even watches these folks? Who the fuck pays attention to either one of them motherfuckers?
Well,
when she started calling folks babies hairless monkeys, bitch, you.
Well, and I'm gonna tell you what,
you ain't shit. I don't know how anybody watches either one of them. I wouldn't.
When you're screaming about racism and you're throwing out twisted bullshit, it's kind of like calling people a narcissist. It loses water. It's like calling people PDF files. It loses water. Y'all are gonna lose water on this.
But right, that minimizes the word.
It minimizes that word, exactly, Cheesy. So keep on. I don't give a fuck. But Jonesy, you will not. I swear as all holy on me, you will not come after my career. Because, bitch, I never said a fucking word about yours. That's all I got to say. But I'm going to hop down. I ain't read chat. I ain't looked at chat. I sat here and looked at these 4 little boxes on this
screen. Shit, if I knew you gave a goddamn about anything them fuckbags had to say, I'd have stopped you at the beginning. Shit.
Look, I don't, but I'm just saying, there are people out here that could have been offended by my words, and that's why I gave the apology. Not for them, for me. It was insensitive. It wasn't racist, but it was insensitive. So, yeah. Sorry.
Well, I mean, I don't. You know what though? Listen, I'm not gonna sit here and give any kind of excuse or any kind of anything. When you sit next to somebody who can do this kind of shit right fucking here, and you sit in her chat and have the fucking nerve and audacity to say anything about anybody being fucking racist, you're fucking irrelevant. Like I said, take your fucking ass and go sit the fuck on down somewhere. Let's play this. Let me remind you who the fuck you sit in this bitch's chat, and this bitch right here had something to say. Hell, motherfuck, no. Let me hear. Let's remind you of what the fuck she really says. It's none of your fucking business. Let me hear. Let me show you whose chat you sit in, Sludge. Hey, Mac. You sit in this bitch's fucking chat. You got something to... Okay. You know what? When you're outraged about this and you speak on this and her calling black folks babies hairless monkeys, then I might take you serious. Maybe. Until then, fuck clean off. And listen to the hate and disdain in her voice for a baby. Hairless monkey over there, you claim, bitch. 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 So when you want to sit in that bitch's fucking chat and you got something you want to say, sit the fuck all the way down. All the motherfucking way down.
And I don't want to hear.
All the motherfucking way down. And yes, I'm sure Clue said some nasty ass shit too. Do you see me up here defending her? Sure the fuck I don't. And just like Clue was on my fucking panel, Savages has been on my fucking panel several times. Not just once, not just twice. She's been on my panel.
I didn't mean to. well, I knew I was going to derail it, but I'm just saying. And yeah, people can say, well, this is 4 years ago. I've changed. Yeah, I'm a better person than I was 4 years ago, too. But I'm going to tell you what, Mitten Mama wasn't. Mitten Mama wasn't. You better watch. I'm just saying. The hypocrisy is what gets me. That's what's killing me right now. Not the opinions of me, but the damn hypocrisy on these streets. You know? And you can watch it and watch it and watch it. And it's a trip. It's like you can, like I visualize like our little neighborhood is little streets and you can just see the weirdness going on. If you don't like that I'm here with Queen Bee, that is a you problem. That is not a me problem. I am good. I am so much better. And I haven't changed. That was another thing I heard. Apparently, I didn't get past my nursing, but that the hype has changed me. No, you just never knew me like that. That's it. That's the difference. I haven't changed. I haven't changed a bit. I hop on Palm Panel more. I'm more outspoken, but I'm still me. Ask my husband. Y'all need to pray for him every day because he's got to live with this shit every day, 24/7 for 37 years. So he needs some prayer. Prayer hands in the hat in the chat for hubby. But yeah, so it's the hypocrisy and it's the bullshit and it's just the nitpicking. You want us to nitpick, bitch? You sat over there and cried about your mental health, but when I took a break for reasons that you don't even know, you and a certain person wanted to have a war over who treated me the worst and broke my mental health. Get that. One can have a trophy, one can have the medal. I don't ever want to play that game. No, it was me. No, it was me. Both y'all fucked up. That's just me. So no, you never knew me. Okay? Never.
I'm sorry, but you know what? You saying shit about a fucking movie and comparing a movie does not compare to any of the shit that Savage has fucking said.
No, it don't. That's what I'm saying.
But
It's
like I
not a
said,
racist.
the shit's fucking that shit's dead as hell to me.
It's not a racist comment. It's insensitive. It's an insensitive joke that I made. But I didn't make a racist comment. Don't get it twisted. I'm not apologizing because I think I was racist. No, by no means. Oh, fuck that. I'm apologizing for an insensitive comment that I made that I thought was just a joke. That I didn't, but I don't want to hurt anybody. But okay. But I gotta go. Hubby's home and we got stuff to do. So I will see y'all later.
See you later, Roro.
Bye.
Bye, Ro.
We'll see you later, Roro. Wabi Sabi, you're up here. What's up, baby? Wabi Sabi, you're up here with us. What's up, baby? Okay, maybe you can't hear us.
Not sure if you saw back chat, but I know I saw B Tim had sent a super sticker chat. I don't know what they're called, and then you just got another one here just a few minutes ago.
Oh, hold on here. Let's see. Petty AF, love the hive. I get blocked for just saying hi. I know. I need a friend for a day. Okay, let's see here. If Nick sues anyone for fat jokes, XA will he a scale and XB will be a tape measure? Oh, Exhibit A will be a scale and Exhibit B will be a tape measure.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I saw that incorrect.
Says Nick needs to be in Despicable Me 5. Not Despicable Me. What's up, Miss Wabi Sabi? How are you? Wabi Sabi, how are you, baby?
Queen, check back chat.
I just did. Okay, beats him screenshot. I don't.
No, Wabi's saying they don't want to come up on panel. They just have a question.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't even see that. It didn't even pop up, so I don't know. I just said I'm not sure if you see B Tim's super chat or screenshot, and you just got another.
Oh, yeah, I see it. It says they don't want to come up on panel. They just have a question.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. I didn't show up for me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm glad you said it because I didn't see it. I did not see it. I wonder where Voices has been. She's been missing in action, huh?
I think she's sleeping.
Well, yeah, if she was up late, she probably is.
I wish I could. I had to log into work early.
This fucking fake outrage kills me. I'm done with the shit. I'm over it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not feeding into that shit. I do not give a fuck.
Right.
That's it. That's all. Nope. You want to sit and talk shit, you go right the fuck ahead. Because I'm telling you right now, none of you fucking nothing compares to that racist shit. And if you guys sit in her chat and you want to, nah, fuck you. Fuck you.
And I just want to say generally speaking, actually, minorities do not want white with privilege. I'm doing quotation mark, privileged white women speaking up against racism on their behalf. They have said that you've already taken enough from us. We don't need you to take this from us. We don't need you standing up for us and taking this over for us. I've been told this before by other people, and I'm just saying. So, calm down. Because when we've got all the so-called privileged white women out here screaming racism, you are minimizing the word. If you scream racism every single time somebody says an off-color joke or whatever, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not excusing it. I'm just saying you're minimizing the word when you're screaming racism constantly.
Hold on, I love a good screen share here. What is this? Let's check this out.
And I'm not a.
Can you hear that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is, but we're gonna put it on for a minute.
Yeah, like you meant and I'm not a bee. Yeah, like you meant mama. You the fucking fakest of the fakest, meant mama. You can go sit your fat ass down. How about you need to quit doing cooking shows because bitch you getting wide as all outside. You came over here and sucked my ass for months. Had that pirate flag right on behind your damn name, didn't you, Mitten Mama? Didn't you, Mitten Mama? You were over there with the mob squad first, then you hopped your ass over here to our shit. I tried to be nice. I got people in my ear. Then I see who the fuck you were, and then you over there with a bumblebee behind your name. You are fake as fuck. You always fake. You oh God, I can't stand you, you little fat fucker. Choke on a tamale, bitch. Choke on what I don't give a damn. Don't you ever come back over here. Ever. You two-faced bitch. You are a two-faced. Oh, you flip-flopping hoe. I've been watching you, old meat mama, stupid ass. You go where the wind blows. You just like a pair of dirty underwear thrown out there that somebody picks up, bitch. But I don't think you did until last night. I don't think you really did how much color is in my family, Clementati. Just saying. Just saying. You want to call me a mug shark? You can call me a mug shark all you want to. I love speaking Spanish penis, honey. Just.
I didn't know it was acceptable to call people spics. I didn't. Since when did that become acceptable? Because here it says it's an ethnic slur used in the United States to describe Hispanic and Latino Americans or Spanish-speaking people from Latin America.
I don't even think back in the 80s it was okay to call people that.
Don't matter if you're with them or not.
Right.
The audacity of it all. Fuck
right.
out of here.
Saying, the nerve of you. I think, oh, wow.
Oh, no, the nerve of you, bitch. The nerve of you.
And to say something like that about a person like Mitten Mama, who is like the sweetest person you ever could meet. I mean, not that I've ever met her, but I mean, you talk to her and she's just so sweet.
All because she had a bumblebee behind her name.
Yeah.
You a triggered bitch, ain't you?
Right. And I saw her for a long time getting shit for having the pirate flag behind her name, but she stood tall. She stood 10 toes down with her pirate flag behind her name and stood up in chats against people that were giving her shit about having that pirate flag again, behind her name. And she was proud to be part of the ship. She thought those were her people until they turned on her. Then she found out. She is a very, very nice person from what I can see. From the talking that I've done with her, seems very caring and very sweet. So to say stuff like that about her is just wrong. Just because she was over here in this chat.
After all, didn't you go hard as fuck on Jonesin? Because you had Clue on the panel and she said slur about gay men. Pretty fucking sure you was okay with that too. Pretty fucking sure. KB said that is not okay. Scabbage. So like I said, anything you got to say about racism is irrelevant as fuck. Take your privileged white ass and sit the fuck on down.
And I do want to say Captain Napton,
fucking racist bitch.
Captain Napton said it better than me. What I was trying to say was you stand by your friends. You don't stand in front of them when it comes to racism, is what I was trying to say. And she just said it better. I have a hard time putting it all in words sometimes.
If you are in her fucking chats, you friend her, you fucking deal with that. No, fuck you. Anything you got to say is irrelevant as fuck. Because if you can stand beside that nasty ass shit, you ain't got no fucking right or rhyme or reason to say anything about anybody the fuck else being fucking racist. Now, moving fucking forward.
I think I missed saying it earlier. So I meant to say happy birthday, Indy. I think when Queen and Cheesy was saying it to you earlier, I think I was brushing my teeth.
Well, this took a little bit of a sidebar, hey?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize. Does Indy share a birthday with old bullshit Betty over there?
Lucky you, Andy.
Yes.
Your birthday twins. Yay!
Oh, no.
You guys can braid each other's hair now. Sorry, Andy. Just kidding. I forgot it was her birthday today.
I just saw somebody post it in chat. That's the only reason that I know it, because other than that, I wouldn't have.
I should have made a happy birthday video for her.
I don't know. Do you guys think Nick's gonna go through with these injunctions or what?
No.
I think it's all a bunch of bullshit myself, but
I don't think he can. Like with his history and so on, and like I don't know if it's true, but I heard that like he can't leave the state and all this other stuff. I don't know.
what injunctions is he gonna put against anybody? I mean, is it the only thing he'd be able to do is some stuff that they were saying against him, not against Seth or Sebastian or anything. So I don't really know what he can really do.
One hasn't the stuff that has. I mean, just the stuff that I've seen said about Nick, like has to go along with his legal stuff. So that all would be true stuff, right?
No,
No.
I don't know.
Seasons. What even is a federal injunction? Here, let's go. Let me look this up and we'll read it for you guys real quick, so that way.
They're just trying to use big words to try to get people scared. Nobody's scared of them.
Okay. Federal injunction. A federal injunction is a court order that requires a party to do or refrain from doing a specific act. Here are some facts about federal injunctions. A court may issue a preliminary injunction or a temporary restraining order only if the movement here gives security in an amount that the court considers proper to pay the costs and damages sustained by any party found to have been wrongfully enjoined or restrained, or the United States, its officers, and its agencies are not required to give security, or it says, let's see, courts and communicators generally use the term nationwide injunction to refer to an injunction against the government. Let's see here. That prevents government from implementing or a challenged law, regulation, or other policy with respect to all persons and entities, even those not before the court in the litigation. So basically, it's the court issuing a preliminary injunction on like temporary restraining order just so she can't talk about certain things.
Yeah.
So like a bigger word for like a C and D to start out with.
Thing, you know? Let's see. Complaint and request for an injunction. This is like how you do it, I'm guessing. Which I'm sure he is not going to hire a fucking lawyer to do it.
And I mean, what has been said, like threatening to Nick?
I don't think anything was that I'm aware of, but I mean, again, I haven't seen anything, so.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. Like, what Betty's done is totally different than what I've seen anybody else do. I mean, I heard, and again, I just heard, rumor has it, that either him or his team or whoever, this lawyer that he posted about or said something about is supposed to be sending out like C and Ds or something.
Yeah, what's his face? Tony Mathis said in a chat yesterday that only one was sent out yesterday, but.
And I think a federal injunction or whatever that word is totally different. Like they would have to have done something on a federal level, not just YouTube.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. So don't take my word because I'm not a lawyer. So, but when you use the word federal, to me, that just seems big. Like the feds went and got P. Diddy last night or whoever, like.
Right. They're trying to get.
Go ahead.
They're trying to make it sound bigger than it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it would have to be to me because that doesn't even make sense.
Mm-mm.
And then they're talking about, I don't know. This whole case is just, has just gone to a mess, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know, when Betty puts up that green screen now, she's got Dog the Bounty Hunter's flyer out there to call in, tips to him and stuff. Like, to me, that is still my opinion. That is still hindering an investigation because all tips and leads should still go to TBI in Sumner County. Not Nick, not Dog. And according to Nick, him and Dog and all these huge higher ups are on calls together all the time. And Nick has even said that when a tip comes in, like it comes into everyone on this list.
Miss Cheesy, you fell off.
Yeah, I got a phone call. Sorry.
So,
All good. It's all good. Did you guys hear fucking Betty? Did you guys hear Betty trying to I didn't see Wabi Sabi asking, so if you want to come back up and put it in the back, you're welcome to, baby. Did you guys see where fucking Betty was asking for receipts and trying to tell Barbecue Lady? Hold on. Nonsense did a thing, and Barbecue Lady did have a tip line.
oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I'm like,
But
what?
yeah, Betty's live about demanding receipts. Like, again, that goes back to my point of who in the hell are these people? Like, and it was even said that I guess Barbecue Lady like post something on TikTok like every day. Like
Yeah,
how
she
much
does
has
her Billboard receipt thing on there every day when it
yeah, and
makes
Betty was like, "Well, I can't go over there because I'm blocked or she's blocked." Well,
she's
then shut the f
she
up.
blocked her, so she can't go over there and look herself. So now she's got to have people go get screenshots and send them to her.
Yeah, but then Betty got the email yesterday during her live and went through it and was still saying like she said, "Oh, you have one in Tampa. Why would you put one in the ghetto?" Like
Yeah.
what?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she always says that. It's like about the ones that were put in that were by Disney World. It's like how would you say argue with one that's put by Disney World? You know, I mean, don't they have
Yeah,
like millions of people go there every year?
and then she said I heard her say something about I can't remember the exact wording, but something about oh, I think Cajun was in her chat and she said Seth has 8 billboards up. Like what? Where?
Hi, Queen.
Hey, baby, how are you?
Fine.
What you doing today, love?
Hi.
Nothing. Hi, Casey. Buddy was trying to say that SF isn't a real PI. That makes me mad.
Why, baby?
Because SF is a PI, right?
From his credentials, yes.
But what right does Buddy has what right does she has to say that he isn't?
She don't.
They just like to lie to
Yeah.
try to make him look bad
I know, but why?
because they're bad people.
That's just who Betty is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense to me either, Amy.
What do you think about what's going on, Miss Amy?
It sucks.
Yeah.
Are you going to review Bay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I am. I think Kodo did a video on her. Actually, we're gonna go over it right now, matter of fact. Where she was sitting here trying to demand receipts.
I love who is this? This is not a PI of she's nobody.
Exactly. She's a big nobody to be demanding anything, right?
Yes.
I 100% agree with you, Amy.
Okay. Bye, Queen.
We'll see you later, love. Is this before you go? Is this one it?
No.
Okay, this
It's
is
from
Kodo's
this
clip.
morning.
Oh, from this morning. Okay, yeah, we'll do that one too. This is from this is Kodo's clip. So
Okay.
all right, baby doll. Thank you for popping up, love.
No problem.
You have
Bye,
a good day.
Amy.
You too.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
See you
day.
later, baby. Yeah, so this is Kodo's clip, and it's of okay, so it says Bullhorn Betty demands receipts from barbecue lady like she has any right to be saying shit.
I don't do
Amy's
I don't
keeping
do
you on the straight
stationary
and narrow.
billboards. I don't do fundraising for that kind of stuff right there. Because it can get, because you're signing, I have to sign a contract, then I'm on the hook for the contract. If money doesn't come in or we're short money, it means I'm on the hook for the money. I don't do that. I don't do that. So I stay away from the billboards, but I can tell you that Seth's team, and this is what really frustrates me, has already 8 billboards donated to them. 8 billboards donated to them free of charge. These people could have actually picked up the phone and called some of these billboard people that have billboards that are not being used and could have used those billboards free of charge. They would have gotten a tax credit for, what is it? Donation, like a donation type of credit for using it for this type of, situation where they're giving a free board out to.
Gee, she acts like she knows so fucking much, don't she? And she doesn't know shit.
Where are those 8 boards at? And second of all, no, you don't get a tax write-off for a billboard.
I think she's meaning the billboard company would get a tax write-off for donating it. But that wouldn't be it either, because it's not donating to a charity. You have to donate to an actual charity, I think.
Right, unless she's talking about the missing child charity thing that they're trying to create.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
To advertise a missing person, they could take tax deductions for that. So it really is a win-win, because they're able to take a tax deduction for the cost of that empty billboard that's not even being used. So there is that. So I don't understand why they're going the most expensive way and raising money and really don't have to be able to produce legitimately how and where this money is being spent. So again, I'd like somebody to, maybe tonight, if this chick is on and wants to, talk about her receipts, have her pull her Blip account up and see exactly how much money they've spent on these in real time. Something where they can't modify. The that is one billboard. I don't want to see one billboard. I want to see how much money they're spending. Okay? Don't tell me that this is your receipt and shut the F up. Why are you on my channel to begin with if you want me to shut up? All you do is just scroll up. You know how to scroll, right? Scroll. So why don't you shut the F up? Just saying. Just saying. That is not a receipt. That is not a receipt. Then send it to me. Why is it so hard? Why are you guys arguing with me? Just send me what I'm asking for. bullhornbetty@gmail.com and shut your pie hole. It's really simple. I bet you can't. I want to see real time of her Blip account and how much money she spent. So if you guys can't produce it to me, then clearly she's not spending what she is saying that she's spending. Otherwise, she should have no problem being open and transparent. Just saying. I sent 10 attachments. Okay, thank you. I'll look at them. I want receipts on how much money she spent. Don't receipts. I want a picture of her Blip account showing how much she has spent in real time. Why am I asking it to be done on a live stream? is because she can't manufacture or doctor the information on a screenshot. That's why I'm asking for it. So there are reasons for me asking for it, not just to be a stickler on details. It's just I've been around the block a time or two and know how this thing is done. So if somebody can just simply give me her stinking receipts, I'm over it. No big deal. No harm, no foul. And I love it. When people have nothing to say, they're like, oh, she doesn't owe you a darn thing. Are you kidding me? She used a missing boy's name that she has no authorization to collect money for. She was in the news that she collected all this money and we can't see it being spent on a fundraiser. Do you realize I can go down and file fraud charges without giving one dime?
No, you can't.
Do you know that? So yes, I demand receipts. And if somebody would rather quit arguing with me about it and just send me the darn receipts, we can all put this behind us. Well, good. Then you guys should have no problem. I'm not going to her account. She's blocked. But you guys can. So send me receipts. Screen record her showing her Blip account. I'll shut up about it. I'll shut up about it. So there you are. Seth has boards up in Eastern. Here we go. Thank you, Chasen. Seth has billboards up in Eastern Tennessee, Georgia, Tullahoma, Murphy, North Carolina, Young Harris. We can produce all this stuff. Why can't you instead of just insults? Maybe there's something to hide there. Because the only time people start throwing insults instead of facts is when they have no facts. And
is that so, Betster? Because that's what you do all the fucking time.
Right.
And where's the proof Seth has any billboards up? Because I ain't seen not one, none, nothing. So.
And he never talked about putting up billboards until Katie and Chris said that they were working behind the scenes to put up billboards.
Yep.
And second of all, she can't file fraud. She can't file fraud charges against her for using Sebastian's name. First of all, she's not Sebastian's parent. Second of all Barbecue Lady, because she's been working with Chris and Katie to put those billboards up, Blip boards, excuse me. And so all she'd have to do is get Katie's authorization to use Sebastian's name. So.
And Seth was asked if he would like to donate to the Blip boards, and he said no.
Right. Many times. Yep. Where Chris and Katie have many times donated.
And all they have is insults. Just saying. Just saying. Like I said, been around the block a time or two. The only time people start insulting me when they can't argue with me on fact. I've never seen a billboard in Memphis. Well, that's good. That's good. You know, I'm hoping, show the receipts. It's in your email. Go check them out. Actually, I'll check them out right here. Let's see what we got. I forgot I'm in my office today. I'm not usually in my office. But I have this big, huge, beautiful computer, right? Okay, so I'm in my email at bullhornbetty@gmail.com. And so far, I've got nothing. Pause, campaign, running, impressions. These can all be I don't like screenshots. Send me a video in real time where these things are and how much money has been spent. And not only that, why is it, if they did only spend, let's see how much money they got here. I believe those, but this up here looks really weird because everything has those weird marks on it, like roll for BBQ and Reddit. You see all those on those screenshots, but when you get to the blips, it's nice and clear. It's nice and clear. I'd like to see that in real time. And everybody says she spent $8,000 so far on this one. It says, now again, these things can be manufactured. Why I want a video in real time. It says $6,253.91. Now, if we were to go through all.
So you ask for receipts. You ask for people to send you screenshots because she's blocked. You have her blocked, so you can't see any of her shit. So you ask people to send you screenshots, okay? You ask for them. You ask for them. You ask for them. People fucking send you the goddamn screenshots, and that's not good enough.
Right.
Right. Unblock her and go look at them yourself.
Yeah, now you want a screen recording. Exactly. Unblock her and go get the shit your fucking self. Jeez, man. Smoke him if you got him. Holy shit.
And she can't get fraud charges on her because if Barbecue Lady has been showing receipts, so she's got receipts. She can't get her on fraud.
Well, and you can't just randomly go in and be like, I want to file fraud on somebody.
Right.
What the fuck, Bets? Come on.
And especially fraud on something that she hasn't even donated to.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying about all these Blip boards. All the people that are bitching about these Blip boards are people that haven't even donated.
Ange Carter says, TM, we found someone who doesn't understand the blip boards. There you go. You're welcome.
Good job, Ange Carter. I like that one. Sorry.
No, you're okay. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm.
All of these. We've got them in Tampa, Florida, and basically a MLK. Do you guys even know? My word, these people are stupid. I don't think. Are they even being strategic on where these are going? Do you guys even know where these are at? Houston's good. That's about it so far. The ones in Florida, tell them to stay out of Florida if they're going to put the signs in the ghetto. Just saying. 2/10 mile East Jackson Road in Rio Grande, Texas, Far, Texas. I think that might even be a desolate area as well. Like you guys, did they just go through here and say, oh, we're going to put it here, Kingsport, Tennessee. That's decent. That's in Tennessee. Nashville, that's our lane. That's 124. So that's decent. But these other places they have literally no idea. Ringgold, Georgia. Do you know how tiny that place is? I think she's just putting them up anywhere. She's not being very smart about the location. I would rather have a few great locations and then being on there longer. But either way, I still want a, so what they're saying is they've got this, and this is what I'm going to show you guys right here. I'm not going to dox somebody's address. Let me go up here. Let me make sure that we get this out of yours. Okay, so let me.
So she's basically going to show the fucking messages that she just got.
Yeah. That she doesn't agree with.
Exactly. And do your own fucking blip boards. If that's how you feel, Betty, fuck. Do your own shit.
And when did Tampa, Florida become the ghetto?
Right.
And why not put them in the ghetto? She's there. She is saying, and I'm not saying everybody in the ghetto's poor, but I'm just saying what she's alluding to is that poor people wouldn't call in a missing child. That's pretty much what she's saying is people that live in the ghetto, if they saw Sebastian, they wouldn't call in a missing child. You know what I'm saying? I mean, why not put them in the ghetto?
Right. I mean, you want them everywhere. And Valerie said it's by the stadium. Seeker gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, Seeker. That helps a lot. I appreciate that. Thank you, love.
So that was just her normal way of saying that poor people are bad. You know, that's what I'm saying is about her saying, why put them in the ghetto? That doesn't do any good.
Well, and she got the receipts that she was asking for. So then she had to, like, in my opinion, keep making up excuses. Like, okay, I got the receipts. And instead of apologizing and shutting her mouth like she said she would, now she has to give her opinion on where the blip boards are that don't fit where she would want them.
Yeah.
But where's the proof that Seth has those up or any up? You know, Betty, where's your receipts for your lawyer? Where's your receipts that you spent $10,000 going out to Idaho 2 times? Like, I can ask for the same things.
I got this back up again, so here it is.
Flip camera. So there's the only one. It's in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Hold on. I know you do not have sour French onion dip. You was over there having some snacks, wasn't you?
See that they sent me a picture of. Let me turn this around because again, I got to make sure that I'm doing this the right way. Give me just a second. And so you see how there's a lot of writing on all these screenshots. There's a lot of writing like at the top of these screenshots. And then you come to this one and it's clear. I don't know when this was taken. So there it is. That's it. No indentations. These right here, I just want to let you know, this is the easiest way to manufacture and why I insist on seeing a video of this as opposed to a screenshot. Now, when we go up, look at all of the other ones. Look at all this writing and stuff over here, all on all of this. But this one here is crystal clear. Crystal clear. But all the other stuff has writing all over it.
Yeah, because it's in the corner of her fucking TikTok. What the hell do you mean?
See all this stuff right here, but none of it, but that one is crystal clear. You know, it just, I don't like it. I want to see it in real time. Just my preference. Want to see it in real time. I don't trust her. I won't lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I don't trust her. Period. I don't. And you can't force me to. Just saying. You can't force me to trust the lady. I think there's some major problems there.
Who cares if you don't trust her like her?
Good. And she already spent some of the money on herself. That's why I'm demanding receipts. You see?
Well, Bedster. It's a good thing she don't give two fucks what you gotta say or what you demand, right?
Exactly. That's my thing. Like, who in the hell is Betty to be out here demanding anything from anybody? She is drowning in court cases right now. Like, she's got enough shit to be worried about to be inserting herself
so you need
in
to be
something
worried
else.
about your court date coming up and all your other stuff. You need to focus on other shit that's more important.
Yeah, and then you listen to her and she says, like, I think it was yesterday morning's live where she's like, I've got all of this court paperwork that I have to file. And no, it might have been this interview or this live where she held up a packet and said, I'm going through every single one of these motions to make sure that this is correct.
She frustrates me.
Me too.
The thing is she never makes sense. Because she's dumb. She doesn't use her brain.
Tries to sound so like highly important when she comes on here. Like, I'm Bullhorn Betty. You know, if you don't know who I am, then you're about to find out. Blah blah blah. Like, I don't care that you're Bullhorn Betty. You don't scare me.
Right.
But she's always talking down on people, you know, like whale lips and Tampa's the ghetto and, you know, blah, blah, blah. Like, Betty, we've seen the front of your house, ma'am, through body cam footages. Like, sit down.
I know, she acts like she's so rich. And, you know, honestly, I've met a lot of nice people in the ghetto, actually. There's a lot of nice people that live in the, and I'm saying ghetto with quotation marks.
Yes.
I've seen very, very nice people in the ghetto. So
I don't
some
care.
of the nicest people I've met were in the poorer areas of the city.
Right. I don't care where you live, what type of house you have, what type of car you drive. I don't care about any of that. I care about how you treat others. And you know, look at the, you know, the flyer that she has up behind her. That's got dog's information. It says contact dog the bounty hunter or whatever. Like, that's not who you're supposed to be contacting.
Yeah. Right. No, the only person you should be contacting, the only people you should be contacting with tips is Ellie, actual law enforcement.
Yes, I mean, there was 4 of us kids growing up. My mom was a single mom raising 4 kids. We lived in a 3-bedroom, 1 bath house. But we survived. You know, and when we got older, it made us appreciate every single thing that we have so much more. And for Betty just degrade everybody and everything that they do and their looks, and oh, it's just so irritating.
Right. I live in a old farmhouse and I chose to live there. I could have, me and my husband were looking at brand new homes, but I chose that old farmhouse because it had character and I loved it. Doesn't mean doesn't mean I'm not rich. I'm very far from being rich, but it doesn't mean I'm poor either. You know, I chose to live
Right.
in that farmhouse because I loved it. I love the character of it. I like old stuff. I drive used vehicles.
Exactly. Everyone has a preference, but it gives nobody a right to talk about what somebody else has because it's not theirs. They
Right.
didn't pay for it. So who are you to sit here in this chair and talk about people living in certain areas? Like, stop.
Exactly. I choose not to live on credit and choose not to live on credit cards like she does, and then can't pay them like she can't, allegedly. You know,
Exactly.
it doesn't mean people are poor or if even if they don't make very much money, doesn't mean they're less than.
No, not at all. But I mean, her just sitting here, doing this live, demanding receipts for something that she is not involved in whatsoever. Like, what makes you think that, you're so important that it's okay for you to do this and that somebody has to respond to you?
Right. She's always looking down on people.
And she's the one with 4 ROs in a court case with someone. So, like, stop it.
All right, hey, let's see.
I always have a reason to do what I do. You don't have to like me. You don't have to, but I'm legit.
No,
I'm a
you're
fact
not.
finder. So
Did she really just say she's a legit fact finder? Bitch.
Yeah.
All
Nothing
right.
she has said about this case has been a fact.
She's a legit fact finder.
But she was on a TV show, don't you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one that was making fun of her, but she still claims that she was the greatest character in it.
The only reason why she was in it because she tags along with Olivia.
And the only reason why she was there for Kaylee's parents' interview, in my opinion. They didn't reach out to her and ask her for an interview, so stop that.
No, no. They talked to Olivia because Kaylee followed Olivia, and she's like, "Oh well, if they followed Olivia, if she followed Olivia, she must have followed me too." Like, no, not necessarily,
Exactly. And Betty
because
was out in Idaho with Olivia. They called Olivia for the interview, not Betty. Betty was a tag along.
right,
So she inserted herself. Instead of allowing Olivia to just go by herself, Betty tagged along and then she had to ask a couple questions to make it feel like she was a part of this interview.
she wants everybody to think she's so important.
Yeah, just like she says, I hate when they call me a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. Betty, you are.
But yeah. I hate to call you a YouTuber too, but unfortunately you are.
Right.
Because as a YouTuber myself, I don't want to be associated with her.
Oh, I get it. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a channel. I don't do any of that stuff. So, but yeah, I just thought that was hilarious when she got all butthurt.
You know who else I wanted to go over to was fucking Brittany's bullshit.
Oh, you guys can have your own opinion. She's honest. I trust her. Well, then great. Then why are you here?
Somebody said she's honest. I trust her. Well, then why are you here? She's she's just a frivolous YouTuber.
Oh, but her Betty here.
Seems like when you have to have so many people fighting your battles, there's something wrong. And obviously we have some people over here that are having to fight her battles. Just saying. See? Everybody coming over here. I'm asking legit information and they're like, oh, you don't deserve.
No, she can take care of her own fucking battles. I guess I don't understand. Like I said, I mean, I guess I don't understand why people. I mean, barbecue lady has no problem speaking for herself. I mean, she's been up on this panel, 3 or 4 times. She went up on Brittany's panel. I mean, now I do say, I will say, okay, so about the tip line thing, I didn't realize that was her like tip line. She said it was not a tip line, but
she called it a tip line.
Right, but it says tip line on there, so I can see why Nonsense was questioning that. You know what I'm saying? I guess.
Right. And what about her mom going into other people's chats trying to defend her and doxing people in other people's chats?
Well, and Betty's saying that she's being attacked by, all these people have to come over into Betty's chat and take up for this lady and, doing this and that. They're doing that because Betty's talking on something that she knows nothing about.
Right.
If she wouldn't have been talking about this lady and trying to portray this lady as a scammer, then these people wouldn't be over there talking about it.
And Charlie said Nonsense was completely right in questioning that's not a tip line. Yeah, because it says tip line on there. So, I mean, now I know why she was asking her, like, is this a tip line? Like, you said it was a tip line, and she was like, it's not a tip line. But, I mean, that's how I would have taken it, too. When I seen how she had it written, that's how I took it as well. Like, it was a tip line. That's the same way I took it. You know what I mean? I would have taken that the same fucking way had I seen it back then to seeing it now.
Yeah, just because nobody sent tips to it don't mean it wasn't a tip line. You wrote it as a tip line.
Yeah, it said tip line on there. You have tips or comments or whatever. And I mean, she did say they were all being sent to law enforcement, but I mean, I don't know. These cases are just so fucking. It feels like I said, like Summer Wells and Quentin Simon mixed in one.
Right.
Yes.
You don't need this. You don't need this. Why don't you shut me up? Instead of insulting me, just produce the stuff. This is okay, but I still want to see it in real time. And I'm sure it's easy enough for her to do, right? So she can do just like I did. Turn this around and show you guys everything. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. I'm a fact-finding chick. I'm a web sleuth. I like to have things proper. I like the proper documentation. And for most people, they applaud that and respect that instead of just buying into just anything anybody tells them. I call those people sheep. Okay? That's what I call them, sheep. So I like people that can stand on their own and defend themselves. I don't need a whole bunch of people coming and defending me. because I don't defend myself and I don't defend other people.
You call them sheep. Is that so? Okay, so you got a whole bunch of them mugs and a whole bunch of sheep in your chat then, boo.
You know why? Because I really don't care what people think about me.
Yes, you do.
Or how their opinion of me.
Oh, yes, you do. You have a fucking lawsuit right now filed against me because you give a fuck about what I said about you. You give a fuck about shit that I didn't say about you that somebody else said about you on my fucking panel. That's how much you give a fuck. So stop that right now. You give a fuck so much that you called Molly crying about people talking about you. You give a fuck so much that you want to find burnt toast so bad you can't stand it because she reviews you. So yes, you definitely give a shit that people talk about you. Yes, ma'am.
And if she'd use her brain, that's actually how YouTube works. When people start talking about you, people start following you, you know?
Yeah. I mean, fuck, just in a couple of people with some, you know, a little bit smaller channels than mine talking about me, I gained like 2,000 subscribers.
Right.
Go ahead, keep talking, because it brings people over here to find out for themselves what the fuck's going on, and then they stay.
Of me, because I have to respect them to care about what their opinion of me is. And there's very little content creators, particularly on this platform, that I can really care about. There's a few, but these yahoos that are spitting out all this misinformation, I've got no respect for. None. I've never said anything nasty about either one of those ladies before they started bashing me, because I don't play like that. Even if I have some thoughts and stuff, I keep them to myself until somebody gets sideways. So there's that.
You are a motherfucking lying ass bitch. You are such a fucking liar, Betty. You know damn the fuck well you don't just talk about people because they talk about you. Stop that. You clue the fuck out because you got mad. So really, I don't know who the fuck you're lying to or who you think you're lying to, but we already know you. You ain't fooling us. You might be fooling your new subscribers, but you sure as fuck are not. You sure as fuck are not fooling us, baby. She said, Wabi Sabi, remember when she said, I am the receipt?
Yeah, remember that?
I'm done. Oh, my. And exactly, what did Chris and Katie say about you, Betty, before you started attacking the shit out of them? What did they say about you? Nothing, because they didn't fucking know you and you was irrelevant as fuck to their life until you started your shit, until you started stalking them the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
They said, who? Betty who?
Yeah.
And in my opinion, the only reason why she has been doing that is because she reached out to Chris and Katie for an interview and they either didn't respond or told her no, and Seth told her yes, and so she's been going hardcore at them because of her hurt feelings, in my opinion.
Well, prime example of that is poor Brandy Neal. She was going to go after her, and then because Brandy Neal talked to her was the only reason why she didn't, in my opinion. She started going after them, the parents.
Here we go.
And you guys don't have to like me. I really don't care. That's the beauty of being Bullhorn Betty. At the end of the day, I still get the clicks and the views. You know why? Because I'm not a bottom dweller and I leave my basement every now and again to go out there and actually do something for somebody else other than myself. And people like to watch and support the work I do.
You must have gotten confused. You must have gotten very confused. The only reason why you gained those 10,000 subscribers that you got was because you fucking went up and you got a hold of Seth and you guys, you teamed up with Tony and you guys have been Team Seth. And, you know, we know what's going on, Betster. We ain't stupid. We've watched you do it over and over and over again. And whatever happened to that girl you got fired from the furniture store?
Yeah.
You know, the one that you got fired, the black girl that was really nice, she was a sweetheart, but you got her fucking fired and then decided to continue. Not only did you get her fired, you decided you were going to talk more shit to her. And then you also decided you were going to follow her around and get her fired from every job she ever had, right? I remember that too. What did she do to you? A whole lot of nothing. And you fucking tried to ruin her goddamn job. And not only that, you tried to ruin her life. Who cares if she has kids or whatever, because you were not awake with your lazy ass to get Marissa's fucking doorbell furniture bullshit. So, you know, because of that, you were mad and started shit with her, which was really unnecessary. It was really fucking unnecessary. And then you recorded it and put it all over the internet. Like, I mean, what the hell?
And that's always her go-to, to ruin people's lives. I mean, she went after SF Investigates license. She went after Don Wells' job. She went after,
She went after.
That's her go-to.
She went after Crude's family and family business and shit.
Yep.
For fuck's sake, she went after his girlfriend's family's businesses.
Yep.
These people sit at home all day for hours and hours on end, bitching and moaning and groaning and complaining and not doing one thing to really help. But hey, they could spend money. That's one thing for sure. So anyways, guys, go have a great day. I know they don't like it when I come over here and start rocking the boat over here, but I'm sorry. You've been rocking my boat for several months now. It's time for me to start standing up. And
nobody gives a flying fuck if you are over there rocking your little kayak. Nobody cares.
What has she actually done to help in this case? Like, she's done nothing but just cause more problems, more nonsense, and in my opinion, take more attention away from Sebastian than, you know, bring attention to him like it should be.
Right.
But she's also saying, she's bitching that they're not spending money on the blip boards, but then she's bitching because they are spending money on the blip boards. And it's like, okay, well, what are you saying here? Are they not spending the money or are they spending the money? You know, because she bitched about taking people's money and buying these blip boards when they could have gotten stuff donated, first of all. Then she's like, well, I don't think they're not showing receipts saying they're spending money on the blip boards. Then again, now she says in the next breath that they like to spend money. I mean, she's going back and forth.
Well, I think it's whatever fits her narrative that day. I mean, how many different times has her story changed in all of this?
Well, exactly. I mean, that's classic Betty, but I'm just saying.
But I have noticed, and I don't know if anybody else has, but I have noticed that her numbers have kind of been dropping.
It's her own fault because people find out what she's about, and also there's really nothing more in this case that you can cover.
Exactly.
Yeah,
there's no new leads.
There's no new updates. There's no nothing with it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We're about to start covering other shit because this is just fucking ridiculous. I mean, I'll still cover Betty or whatever, but the shit with like Nick and Wong and all them, I mean, just Dog the Bounty Hunter has not been over here, really wants no parts of it, is what, from my understanding, is what it looks like. I don't see him doing shit. Not shit.
Has anybody actually seen him? Like, is he really there?
No. No, he's not. You asked him if he's in Tennessee searching, like Sumner County, because if that's no, he's not. No.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And then I didn't watch her live at all this morning that she did, so I have no idea what nonsense she tried to say or spew this morning. No telling.
And most of those reality
and not
stars
saying
aren't doing the work.
What, baby? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Most of those reality stars aren't doing the work. Like that one show where they were building houses and stuff for people, or fixing up people's houses. They did that in my area one time, and it was a local construction crew that they hired to do the work, and they just had the star come in every once in a while and pound a couple nails or whatever and do his filming, and then he would leave again. I mean, and that's probably the same way with dog too. They probably get to the person's house, they bring dog in, and then he goes in and shows that he's there hunting the guy down, and then he probably leaves again. You know what I mean? They don't actually do the work, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, like a photo shoot.
Right. So yeah, dog's just the name and the publicity is all it is.
Well, actually, you know what? I mean, I was gonna go over Betty's stuff some more, but we've been on here like 3 hours. I got to get a couple things in, but then I was gonna pop back on here and go over the P. Diddy. You know, he was indicted and arrested.
Yeah, finally.
And the court papers have dropped. So, you want to read them? You want to go over them?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do later on, whenever you get time.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shut this one down because I don't want it to be in it. I don't want Sebastian's stuff in with P. Diddy. You know what I mean? So
right.
I'm gonna end this one, and then I'll start a different one here in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so. You know, that'll give us time to chit chat and go over his, Sean Diddy Combs bull stuff.
Okay. Well, I will see you guys in a little bit. Thanks for having me up.
All right, love.
Bye, everybody. Right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming up, baby. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for hanging out. I am going to shut this one down, and then we will go over that because, like I said, we've kind of went over everything with Sebastian's case. There's really nothing to go back over other than the fucking circus freaks that are, have pretty much taken over. So at this point, there's really not much else to cover. Yeah, we'll talk about the ongoing drama between, stuff that's going on. But I mean, really, like I said, there's nothing to cover. There's no new updates. There's really, other than drama, not much going on. And I finally did get a chance to listen to Chris's message. And from my understanding, he was asking that the drama be, throw it into the trash. Don't bring it in here. They have enough stuff going on as it is. So they don't want drama and they want Sebastian's name out there. So I understand that. And I think it's probably I don't know. I would like to have respect for what him and Katie are saying, and I understand too. So anyhow, I appreciate you guys being here. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. I will see you guys in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so, and we'll be going over the P. Diddy stuff and reading the indictment. So, oh my. I will catch you guys on the flip side. See you in a bit.